Hey guys, this is Vicky with Southern Cross Recreation. We're going to make a cute lighthouse for your garden for the summertime. So I took the bigger clay pot that you've seen was 8 1/4, and then I went down from there. There was the second one was, I believe, like a 6, and then the last one was a 4. This Dollar Tree solar light is what I got. Now the all of the solar lights I was trying to find were way too big. You can tell it will not go into that smaller hole on that pot. So the only way to get that off of there was to make it, and for it to fit and glue on top for it to stay, is just to melt off that little stem there. So I just took my lighter and I just kept working with it to get it to, really soft. And then once you get it soft, you can actually just pull it straight off and make it flat at the bottom, and that's what you're going to need to do in order to get it to go on top of your pot. Now I made one of these about 2 years ago, I guess, and it was a lot smaller, but you definitely have to seal your paint. The other one that I have is holding it pretty well, but you definitely have to use. So you can either use a Mod Podge sealer, or you can use, Lowe's has some different ones, Home Depot. Just basically just look and see, which kind that you want to use, but definitely will need to seal your paint. Okay, and then also I wanted to tell you, this took about 3 coats of paint actually it took 2 coats of paint on the black, and then it took 3 coats of paint on the blue that I'm getting ready to do in the center one. Now, get creative. There's so many different things that you can do with this. You could tape it off and do stripes. You could do, I'm going to do some little circles on mine, but definitely just get creative with it. You could make little windows for the lighthouse. You could do a door on the bottom one. There's just so many different things that you can do with this. Isn't that such a pretty blue? But I knew I was going to have issues because this is just the first coat, and you can definitely see the clay coming through, and it was just absorbing this. So it did take about 3 coats of the blue in order to get that on there. So here goes the second coat of the black. And again, just, give it a really good layer on there as you go around. But I do want to take just a minute to thank you so much for being on my page. Thank you so much for just passing my videos down the road, which means sharing, liking, and comment on them. If you want any of these supplies, just message me supplies and I'll get those right to you. And this is just a really fun craft, and also you could do this with your kids. So, I mean, they could paint, their handprint on there. They could just, there's so many different possibilities. So let them get creative and inspire them to, and it's a really cool thing to be able to see this lit up, at night. And I do have a picture of mine at the very end of the video, but let them get creative with these as well. You could also take their fingerprint, their thumb, thumb and fingers, and make little flowers on them out of their fingerprints. And there's just a lot of different things that you could do, especially if you're watching your grands over the summer. This is definitely a good project for them to do with you. Okay, so I took my white, and this is all Apple Barrel. I believe the blue was a different brand, but I mean, obviously you could use whatever colors that you choose. And went ahead and did around the rim of the pots with the white. Same thing with this, with the bigger one, and just went ahead and did the white around it as well. And again, you can choose, whatever colors that kind of match your, outdoors in your garden. Like I said, I did have a little bit of trouble finding clay pots. There's not a lot of stores that have them. Now these are the pouncers right here. Now I got these at Walmart. They're over near the paintbrushes in the craft section. these are wonderful to make your circles on there. And it's just a little whimsy, fun little thing to do. And again, you can, choose to do stripes, or you can do these circles. You could do pretty much anything on there. You could even do we're going to do a stencil here at the very end. You can do, different stencils on it, just whatever you choose. Just get creative, and I'm just here to kind of give you some different ideas in order to go ahead and try this at your leisure. Now the tip to do these little pouncers here is what I call them, is when you put it onto your piece, you'll see me kind of turn it a little bit, and that actually makes the circle symmetrical. So if you just kind of push it on there, it doesn't, see how that happened just there. I'm going to go back and fix that, but if you don't turn it, it will actually kind of break off part of your circle, and you'll see me do that again. And it just, you have to kind of go back and fix, fix the ones, but they're fun to use. Just a little fun, whimsical thing in the garden. You could actually use this as well, these little clay pots, for, there's a lot of people that are doing like the little fairy gardens. You could actually take some of these the smaller clay pots, you could do a door on them, and add it to you as kind of like a little house. You can do the saucer that comes with the well, you have to buy separate, but the little saucer for the clay pot, you can flip it upside down, and it kind of looks like a roof for this little pot right here. So just some little ideas. Just get fun, get creative and have fun with it over the summer. Okay, and then I went ahead and did the black around the rim of the bigger one. And then you see me do the blue on the other small one. Okay, so we're going to do a Magnolia Design Co. stencil. If you've never tried these stencils before, we're going to do Faith Over Fear. These are little Faith minis, but y'all, if you have not tried these stencils, I definitely recommend trying them. I'm going to drop the link in the comments so that you can just click on it and just check them out. You can look at all the different ones that they have. You don't have to do the specific one, but there's so many different ones out there. Flowers and just you name it, they have it. So, but we're going to go ahead and put this directly onto our clay pot right there. And then you're going to take the Magnolia, now this is permanent ink in the white that they have, and you just put it right over the stencil. Now these stencils are screen stencils, so you cannot use paint on them. You need to use the Magnolia Design Co. Now this is permanent ink that what you can do on there. And y'all, look at how crisp these lines are. Look at that. How pretty is that? Like I said, they have so many different ones that you can try. Okay, and this is how we're going to put it all together. We're going to take this E6000. Now this you can also find in the craft section at Walmart, and you're going to go around the entire rim. Now I suggest you take your pot before you add any of the glue. And put it on your pot. Just kind of notice where the clay is going to meet each other, and then that's where you're going to put the E6000. Once you get the E6000 on there, then you're going to take a little bit of your hot glue and put that on there as well, and the hot glue just kind of keeps it in place while the E6000 cures. You're going to do the same thing with the little solar light that goes on the small one. Now I did have to add a little bit more hot glue. I didn't have enough on there. And then once you get that in place, you're good to go. Okay, then we're going to take the other, the bottom of the rim there, and we're going to add some more E6000 and some hot glue. And then place it right on top. How cute is this, y'all? It's such a fun little project for summer. And again, this is a great little project for your kids or grandkids. And just to see it lit up at night, it just is so pretty. But thank you guys, and make sure you seal your product afterwards. But thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Make sure you try it. If you want supplies, you can message supplies, and I will see you next time.